Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a single day, but they massively underestimate what they can achieve in 6 months. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, how you can completely transform your life in the next 180 days. Now, why 6 months? Here's the truth. A year feels too far away, people lose focus. A month is too short, you barely see meaningful results. But 6 months, that's the sweet spot. It's long enough to create real, noticeable change, but short enough to keep you motivated and locked in. Think about this for a second. Most people spend more time planning their next vacation than they do planning their life. They'll spend hours choosing the perfect hotel, but won't spend 30 minutes designing their future. Isn't that crazy? But you're different. You're here because something inside you is telling you it's time for a change. Let me ask you something. If you keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, where will you be 6 months from today? Same job, same income, same problems, same excuses. Here's a powerful truth. What you don't change, you're choosing. Let that sink in. The beauty of a 6-month plan is what I call realistic urgency. You can't afford to procrastinate because 6 months will pass quickly. But you also have enough time to make serious progress. Now let's get into the foundation of real transformation. Success isn't random. It leaves clues. And over time, one thing becomes very clear. Extraordinary results don't come from doing thousands of things once. They come from doing a few things consistently. Repetition builds skill. Consistency builds success. Let's start with the first key, clarity. You need to be absolutely clear about what you want. Vague goals lead to vague results. Clear goals lead to clear outcomes. Write this down. Clarity is power. When you know exactly what you want, your mind starts working in your favor. Here's the problem. Most people know what they don't want. They don't want their job. They don't want stress. They don't want their current situation. But ask them what they do want, and they hesitate. So here's what you need to do tonight. Sit down and write it out. What does your life look like in 6 months? Be specific. Don't say, I want to be happy. Say, I want to increase my income by 40%. I want to read 10, 12 books. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to start a side business. That's clarity. Now, let's talk about the second key, your philosophy. Your philosophy is how you respond to life. Because it's not what happens to you that determines your future, it's what you do about what happens. It's not the wind that decides your direction, it's how you set your sail. Success isn't magic, it isn't mysterious. It's simply the result of consistently applying basic principles. But here's the catch, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. Reading 10 pages a day, easy. Not doing it, also easy. Saving money, easy. Spending it all, also easy. Now let's move to the third key, association. You've probably heard this before. You are the average of the people you spend the most time with. So over the next 6 months, be intentional. Some people inspire you, others drain you. Spend more time with those who elevate you. Limit time with those who pull you down. Not everyone needs to be cut off, but some people need to be loved from a distance. Now here's something powerful. Most people operate far below their potential. Why? Because they haven't committed to excellence. They're just trying to get through the day instead of getting something from the day. That brings us to the fourth key, documentation. Start tracking your life. Journal your thoughts. Track your habits. Measure your progress. Because small daily adjustments over 6 months can completely change your life. 4. Example, read just 10 pages a day. In 6 months, that's around 1,800 pages. That's 6-7 powerful books. Do you think that would change your thinking? Of course it would. Here's another truth. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by who you become. So focus on becoming better. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Now the fifth key, investment. And I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about investing in yourself. Formal education helps you earn a living. Self-education can change your entire life. Think about it, people. Spend money on food, clothes, entertainment, but hesitate to invest in learning. Over the next 6 months, change that. Buy books. Take courses. Learn from people ahead of you. Because if someone has what you want, they know something you don't. The sixth key, incremental progress. Small improvements, consistently applied, create massive results. If you improve just a little every day, over time it compounds. Most people wait for the big moment, but success is built in the small, daily decisions. Day by day, step by step. Now the seventh key, goals. Set goals that stretch you. If your goals don't make you a little uncomfortable, they're probably too small. But here's the key. Break them down into daily actions. Because success isn't about what you do occasionally. It's about what you do consistently. Let's talk about your environment. Your environment either supports your growth or holds you back. Clean your space. Organize your surroundings. Create an environment that pushes you forward. Because you can't always change everything overnight, but you can change your direction instantly. And that decision changes everything. Next, standards. Your life rises or falls to the level of your standards. Raise what you accept. Raise what you expect. Demand more from yourself. Because people live up to their expectations. Low expectations equals low results. High expectations equals higher outcomes. Now let's talk about daily rituals. Your life is shaped by what you do every day. Build habits that move you forward. Wake up earlier. Use your time intentionally. An extra hour a day for 6 months, that's 180 hours. That's a massive advantage. Don't just count the days, make the days count. Next, accountability. When you're accountable to someone, you perform better. Find someone who keeps you on track. Share your goals. Report your progress. Because we often do more to avoid disappointing others than to push ourselves alone. Now understand this. You will face setbacks. That's part of the process. Success isn't about never failing. It's about getting back up faster. Then comes focus. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Stop trying to do everything. Focus on what matters most. Because being busy isn't the same as being productive. And remember, motivation starts you, but habits keep you going. Now, let's talk about celebration. Don't wait until the end to celebrate. Celebrate progress. Small wins build momentum. Next, contribution. Success without helping others feels empty. Add value, help people, give back. Because the more value you create, the more valuable you become. Now here's something important. Your income rarely exceeds your personal growth. If you want more, you have to become more. Next, decisions. Successful people decide quickly and stick with it. Unsuccessful people hesitate and constantly change direction. Every decision you make shapes your future. So make decisions your future self will thank you for. And remember, success isn't a destination, it's a